So a question I get asked quite a lot is, does flexible working increase the risk when it comes to cybercrime? And it's kind of a difficult question to answer because everyone does flexible working differently. But if I kind of go over some of the key areas, the first one is it depends what device people are using. So we see in a lot of agencies and a lot of creative companies that they're using iMacs in the office, a big 28-inch iMac, very difficult to carry that around. You can't just put it under your arm and walk out the office with it, use it at home and then come back with it the next day. So the difficulty there is that you have an issue where what device does someone use? So they might use a Mac they've got at home, or a big Windows PC they've got at home, etc. And when people start to use their own devices, that causes an issue because they might not have your security software on there, they might not have the security controls on the devices. So the easiest way to solve that is to have a conversation with your staff, understand what products they're using, and what devices they're using, and then just have a simple checklist that you go through to make sure that people have antivirus on their machine, that they have the right security controls in place. And then you can just have a quick conversation and sort that out. The other thing that you can do is create a bring your own device policy. So that's what we call it in the IT world, bring your own device. And that will just detail what you expect from someone's device so that it's getting security updates from the manufacturer, that you've got a strong password on it, that it has antivirus installed. Once you've got that sorted, then you reduce that risk. The second risk of flexible working is where people work from. So if you're working from home or in a coffee shop or even in the pub on a Friday afternoon, you need to make sure that you're connecting to a secure network. And you don't necessarily always know if the network you're connecting to is safe. So the way that you can mitigate that risk is to look at things like virtual VPNs. So as soon as someone's on a non-secure network, you just connect to the VPN and then it allows you to do whatever you're doing securely. And then the final thing is, while people are working remotely or flexibly, is where does data go and how does it get from one place to the other? So if I'm working on a big project and I put it all on a USB drive, how safe is that USB drive? Could it get lost on the train? What information is stored on that hard drive? Is there a more secure way to do it? Could we encrypt that hard drive? These are all things that we can think of, and then we can put them into a risk register and then make sure that that risk is mitigated.